Okay, these are the JWK Blueys, and I actually don't have that right there. But let me just talk about them really briefly. They are a long pull linear, full nylon housing, but this time it's a P3 stem, long pull, P3 stem, wow. 18.5 millimeter single stage spring, 58 gram bottom mount, small amount of pre-lube, and manufactured by JWK. So, what do I think? They're really deep and they're kind of, I hate to use this word, but creamy, I guess. And for lack of a better term, it sounds like there's foam in the board when there really isn't. Whether you like that or not, that's up to you to decide. But I just thought it was really interesting how I got that sound signature with just the switch alone. So yeah, it's a long pull that leans towards a deeper pitch, which is different. Top out is a little weak, but the bottom out is satisfying, at least. As for the feel, they are extremely smooth. I mean, you could tell me these are same things as Tangerines, and I wouldn't be surprised. And it's surprising, too, because they achieved the smoothness with a nylon housing when the Tangerine needed to do it with an wipe housing, and that really led to it having kind of a dead sound. Just very interesting how far technology has come in terms of switches. But I think where these falter is that they don't have any particular character to them besides being smooth, feeling, and deep sounding. It doesn't exactly spark any feelings, any joy in my typing like the other long pulls I've done so far. Not to dig at this, it's just not very remarkable, I guess. In a foamless board. Okay, in a foamless board doesn't sound very remarkable. But I can totally see this excelling in a foamed up board, and I think that's probably where this thing belongs, given its already deep sound signature. And from now on, anyone that asks for a thocky switch, I'd probably just send them to this one because it's. I think maybe inks might be at this level where if you put them on palm, they just sound this deep, but blues are right there with them. I think maybe a little higher, but I mean, it's tough for me to like think of a switch and be like, wow, that's a deep sounding switch, except for inks. So I guess I would send them here, especially now they're on clearance. Speaking of which, clearance for 45 cents a switch nowadays because of Divinity's clearance. I can't complain. You know, I think at full price, what was it, like 55-ish, 65-ish cents? It's a tough sell for me personally. But at 45 cents, it's fine if you want a thocky build. And, you know, by thocky, I mean deeper sounding, that TikTok, kind of sound, and it's going to get you there super easy. But for me, it's, put it this way, this isn't as plug and play as some other long pull linears, right? Some other long pull linears, you could slap them on anything, they sound great. Choruses, clack bits, Zakus, you throw them on any plate, they're gonna do their thing. But these, you have to keep in mind how they sound like. Just, it's very overpowering, So, for better or worse, there's that to consider, and that's what makes it a little unique. So would I keep it in my Hero? No, and it's simply because, and I said it earlier, it doesn't evoke any special feelings towards the Switch. Me having any feelings towards the Switch, and but I think for a newcomer, this is what they all ask for. They want a smooth Switch. They want deep sounds. They want that thock. They want that deep pitch. Okay, and for that, it does its job. It executes what it set out to do. But for me, it's just not it. So with that being said, on to the next.